In this video, I'm going to be going through my exact meme coin playbook, the biggest wins, the biggest mistakes I've made, pretty much everything I've learned that you need to know in order to be successful trading meme coins. So if this is something you're interested in, stay tuned and let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. Now we're going to start with one big win and then we're going to go through the costly mistakes that I have made. So my biggest meme coin win was on TOSHI. I ran this fucker from 5 million and it ran all the way to 950 million. So super, super high. So base chain was released September 2023. It was coming out of a grueling bear market. It wiped a lot of market participants clean off the market, but people were hopeful. People were genuinely looking forward to things in crypto at the time. Coinbase was one of the biggest, most established crypto companies, and still is, and has the ability to onboard retail, which it still does. Why? Because it already had millions of existing users that had onboarded in 2021. So the thesis was simple. If Coinbase wants people to get onto base chain, Coinbase has meme coins. Coinbase doesn't have a native token. The best way to get exposure to the base chain is to buy meme coins on Coinbase that had potential to go really high and represented a beta to the growth of the chain. That was super complicated. I hope I made sense. Basically, you want to buy a meme coin on base chain because if base chain went up, coins went up. Okay, that was pretty much it. I got my first top in here. That was March 2024, and then we had Coinbase listed TOSHI, and it ran all the way to 950 up here. What are the lessons to be learned here? Be early. If there's a new chain, be early. If there's not a token yet, buy the token on the chain. These are fundamental lessons. I'm doing this right. I've done it with Abstract already, so I already replicated it. There will be other chains in the future that I will hopefully get into, and you guys will too. We can replicate the success. Number 2, spreading too thin. So, okay, ignore the fucking text. Let me make you guys a really good analogy here. Let's say that you own 20 different tokens, okay? You own 20 different tokens. That's a lot of tokens to keep track of. And let's say here we have price, P for price, and T for time, okay? Getting a bit nerdy now. And let's say that token number 1, can I change the colors? Here we go. Token number 1 peaks here. Token number 2 peaks here. Token number 3 peaks here. Token number 4 peaks here. Token number 5 goes really high. I shouldn't really do that because it's messing up the presentation. Token number 5 does fuck all. Okay. Token number 6, you get the fucking point. I hope you're getting the point. Does this. Token number 7 does that. Okay. Tell me, how the fuck are you meant to take profits on all of these tokens? How are you going to do it? 20 different tokens. I've drawn how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just drew 7. Imagine having 20. You're not going to do it. And this is the point. Have 5 tokens. Have 5 friends, not 20 friends. You're not going to have a deep relationship with 20 people. Maybe 3, maybe 5. Maximum of 5. You can check if the team is shipping. Check the chart, check the market. Check when it spikes. You'll take profits way better. You'll make a load more money. So with here, realistically, how are you going to be taking profits? Well, honestly, guys, you're like probably average profit range is going to be here. Whereas if you only got 5, your average profit range might be up here because you'll catch the tops better, okay? And you'll be able to monitor how it's doing because you'll track the team and everything else like that. So really big point. I hope this graph here made sense. We didn't even fucking talk about I like wrote this out, didn't even talk about it, Chad. So next thing, hold in for the entire bull market. Now, I made very good returns on a coin called RSR. And I held this throughout pretty much the entire bull market. A friend also caught this. My friend's actually the one that gave it to me, so shout out to my friend. And he held it through the entire bull market. So he held it from the start and I did as well. And then we sold a lot of it, round tripped a bit, but ignore that. We sold a lot of it near the top, okay? Yes, there were some dips here and there, but in general, it held up super strong and it was predictable. It went up with Bitcoin. Remember, this is 2021 cycle. Now, extremely important to be aware of, but this fucking market has changed. Like this new bull market, I don't know what's going on. There's an oversaturation of coins, tokens. You guys have seen this too. Narratives are so short-lived. Like people have TikTok brain now. Too many tokens equals not enough time for narratives to play out. Narratives are shortened, which means you have to be taking intra-cycle profits. What does this mean? What does it mean? It means you have to be taking profits in between the bull market, in between the cycles. You can no longer just hold a coin throughout the whole bull market, okay? So what does this mean? Well, more tokens equals less prolonged pumps in any given token, equals people get impatient and more liquidity when they get a small pump into a different token, equals less prolonged pumps in any given token. And it just starts the cycle again. So this leads on to here, and then it starts again. So what does this mean for us? Like I said, intra-cycle profits. And this is something I have only internalized recently. I didn't know this before. So you got Popcat here, and it didn't run for long. It came up and spawned in early 2024, kind of like was running up. And then it had a big peak up here in November 2024, and then it fucking died. Now, compare this chart to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's chart's gone so much crazier than this chart, but this chart's gone 80% down. So it's pretty fucking crazy if you ask me. Okay, so number 4. So honestly, like, I made this mistake a lot. I just ignored the team. Now, obviously, the team is really important. You need a good team. You need a team that's rich, that are chads, that love the project, love the narrative, preferably doxed or semi-doxed at least. Rich, well-connected, competent. I just ignored these things, and to be honest, it was silly. So this is what you got to do, especially if you're putting a lot of cash into the token. So don't ignore the team. Number 5, caring too much about narratives that won't bring in liquidity. Brett Raiders are coming. Who gives a fuck about Brett Raiders? They're not going to bring any money in. That's like an example of a stupid narrative I hear. You guys should only be focusing on narratives that bring in cash. Nothing else matters. And I mean it, nothing else matters. So a Binance listing is not necessarily a good narrative, because a Binance listing could actually equal more sell pressure because people can send their tokens to the exchange and sell it. And these people are the team or insiders. So you need to be focusing on narratives that will actually bring money. So if someone gave me a token and they say Hades or Hades, I don't even know how to pronounce my own name, Hades, Google are going to be partnering with this token, and they're a tiny meme coin, and they're going to be sharing them all over their social media. I smell money. I will buy all of that coin. I'll buy so much of it. If you hear that Elon Musk is partnering with them, he's going to spread it all over X, obviously. It's going to bring in a lot of liquidity, right? So that's what you guys want to be focusing on. Follow the cash. Number 6. This is a funny one, actually. Not realizing that meme coins are an extraction vehicle. Meme coins, I wish I had a better analogy. This is a funny analogy. Meme coins are literally just like extraction. Think of like the Congo, and think of like diamonds being mined in the Congo and a pure extraction. This is essentially what meme coins are. So meme coins are a vehicle for extraction. That's why teams make them. It's a fact. Look at Solana. Solana's really hard to make money on. I haven't made much money on Solana trenches. I found it very, very difficult. And this is because all the teams are taking money. Market makers are taking money. You get some ethical meme coins, but you know, these are rare. Focusing on new chains, like I always advocate, Sui and Abstract are better. There are less extractors on there. People generally have better intentions, but you've got to be careful. Number 7, falling for fake narratives. Now, Mr. Edward Benet, I wonder how many of you guys know him. Maybe like 30% of you know who he is. He was the master propaganda, the master of narratives. And a lot of people create fake narratives for exit liquidity. So, you know, a Binance listing is a fake narrative. I wish I had this data. Look at Binance listings for Solana meme coins. Correlate them with the price. A lot of coins topped once a Binance listing was announced, or once it actually got listed. They topped. Why? Typically, it's because it's like there's no better news following it. It's like the last piece of news. But also the teams send their tokens to the exchange and sell them. And sometimes they even short it on the way down. Like there's like perps trade and they short it. It's very, very illegal. It's not good, but it happens, right? So that's one example of fake narratives. There are other fake narratives too. A fake narrative is essentially a narrative that doesn't bring in cash. Let me fucking write that down for you guys. A fake narrative, where can I write this down? Below Edward. Here we go. A fake narrative is essentially a narrative that doesn't bring in cash. Post that on your fucking wall, okay? Very, very important. If it doesn't bring in cash, it's fake. So, summary. Number one, don't spread yourself too thin. Well, actually, I missed one out. Number one is actually get into coins and chains early and bet on betas to the chain. Oh my God, what am I doing here? And then the next number one is don't spread yourself too thin. Only have maximum of 5 coins / 5 friends. 2, aggressively take profits, shorter narrative cycles, intra-cycle profit taken. Number 3, make sure the team is goated. Number 4, ignore non-liquidity bringing narratives. Number 5, understand that meme coins are an extraction vehicle, so play them accordingly. Number 6, don't fall for fake narratives. Don't fall for fake narratives. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.